Have you ever opened the refrigerator not because you were hungry, but because you were bored? Have you ever drunk water without even tasting it? Have you ever felt full and still empty? Now imagine choosing hunger, choosing thirst, choosing restraint in a world that teaches you to consume. Why would anyone do that? Every year, for 1 month, people across the world step into this experiment. They wake before dawn, they eat in darkness. Then they stop. No food, no water, no smoking, no intimacy, nothing until sunset. Not because they are forced, because they believe. Nearly 2 billion people observe this month. Cities slow down by day and awaken by night. Office hours change, school schedules shift, airports adjust announcements. Entire economies bend around the movement of the sun. From Indonesia to Morocco, from Nigeria to Bosnia, from London to Karachi, one lunar month reshapes daily life for almost a quarter of humanity. No army could organize this. No government could enforce it worldwide. And yet, it happens, quietly, every year. But here is the strange part. Ramadan is not meant to make life harder. It is meant to make the soul louder. The emptiness in the stomach creates space in the heart. The thirst in the body sharpens awareness. It is not just fasting from food. It is fasting from noise, from anger, from excess, from the constant urge to take. The story begins in a harsh land of sand and stone, in the desert surrounding Mecca, more than 1,400 years ago. A merchant troubled by injustice would retreat to a mountain cave. He sought silence. He sought meaning. He sought truth. His name was Muhammad. One night during the 9th month of the lunar year, something happened. A moment believers would later call Laylat al-Qadar, the night of power. A presence, a command. Words revealed not by human voice. Read. In a society where many could not read, in a world fractured by tribal conflict, in a cave, in the dark, alone. And then everything shifted. Those words would become the beginning of the Quran, and Ramadan became the month of revelation. Not empty time, sacred time. At first, the fast was simple. From first light to sunset. Abstain, reflect, give, remember. But simplicity has a way of growing roots. Communities formed rhythms. Before dawn, families gathered for sahur, quiet meals, soft conversations, sleep still clinging to their eyes. Then the day stretched long. Work continued, markets opened, children studied. Life did not pause, only consumption did. At sunset, anticipation filled the air. The call to prayer, a date placed gently in the mouth, water touching dry lips, iftar, the body awakened, the soul whispering, thank you. As Islam spread, Ramadan traveled with it, across North Africa, through Persia, into Central Asia, across the Indian subcontinent, into Southeast Asia, carried by traders, scholars, migrants, travelers following stars and winds. Each region colored Ramadan with its own culture. Lanterns glowing in Cairo's alleys, drummers walking through Turkish streets before dawn, mosques overflowing in Jakarta, street markets in Lahore buzzing past midnight. Different languages, different foods, same pause at sunset, same first sip. But Ramadan also meant resistance. Empires feared gatherings that strengthened identity. Colonial authorities sometimes viewed religious unity as a threat. Modern critics argue fasting reduces productivity. Some medical voices warned of a strain on the body. In extreme climates, the challenge becomes severe. Imagine fasting through 18-hour summer days, or in places where the sun barely sets. Laborers still carry heavy loads. Drivers still navigate crowded roads. Farmers still work under burning skies. Faith does not cancel fatigue. It asks you to endure it. And within each person, another conflict unfolds. Hunger sharpens tempers. Headaches grow. Energy dips. The smell of food becomes almost overwhelming. No one would blame you for giving up. No one would even know. But you would know. Ramadan is a private battle fought in public time, not against food, against the self. Something changed as centuries passed. Ramadan became not just a ritual, but a social transformer. Charities surged during this month. Wealth moved from the comfortable to the struggling. Meals were shared across class lines. Strangers sat at the same table. Mosques became centers of community life. Disputes were settled. Forgiveness offered. Old wounds softened. For a brief time, society leaned toward compassion. Not perfectly, but noticeably. As Muslim communities migrated, Ramadan crossed oceans. Into Europe, into the Americas, into places where Muslims were minorities. No cannon fire announced its arrival. No border stopped it. Just families, suitcases, recipes, prayer mats, and memories of home. Today, you can find Ramadan nights in New York, Toronto, Paris, Sydney. Mosques lit up between skyscrapers. Food trucks serving pre-dawn meals. Neighbors curious about the glowing windows at Memnet. A desert tradition now living in glass cities. Yet the month also exposes painful realities. Not everyone breaks their fast with abundance. Some sit before empty tables. Some ration water even at sunset. For refugees, fasting may mirror daily life too closely. For those in war zones, nights are filled not with prayer, but with fear. For the homeless, the concept of sahur and iftar blurs into survival. Ramadan magnifies both generosity and inequality. It asks uncomfortable questions. Who is hungry by choice? Who is hungry because they must be? In the modern world, Ramadan is changing and not changing. Smartphones announce prayer times to the second. Video calls connect families across continents for virtual iftar. Online donations reach strangers thousands of miles away. Air-conditioned malls stay open till dawn. Television dramas dominate nighttime schedules. Yet inside quiet homes, something ancient persists. A mother setting dates on a plate. A father checking the sky. Children counting down seconds. Silence. Then the call to prayer. A sip of water. Eyes closing in relief. Time collapses. Past and present meet in that single moment. Ramadan also asks for a deeper fast, not just from food, but from harm, from harsh words, from gossip, from cruelty, from ego. It teaches that discipline without kindness is hollow, that hunger without compassion is meaningless, that true restraint is not what you refuse to eat, but what you refuse to become. When the month ends, celebration arrives. Eid, new clothes, sweet dishes, visits, laughter, children running through streets, the return of daytime meals. But beneath the joy, a quiet melancholy, as if a protective shield is fading. Many promise to keep the habits they built. Some succeed. Many drift back. Life accelerates again. Notifications return. Stress resumes. Consumption restarts. But a memory remains. Proof that slowing down is possible. Proof that self-control can exist. Proof that people can choose purpose over impulse. In the end, Ramadan is a contradiction. It weakens the body and strengthens the will. It empties the stomach and fills the heart. It limits desire and expands gratitude. It takes away comfort to reveal what truly sustains us. For 1 month, billions of people practice saying no. No to instinct. No to convenience. No to the endless appetite of modern life. And in that refusal, they discover freedom. Perhaps that is why Ramadan survives across centuries, across cultures, across climates. Because deep down, humans sense something is missing. We are surrounded by abundance, yet starved for meaning. We have endless choices, yet little peace. Ramadan does not add more. It removes noise, excess, distraction, until only the essential remains. A beating heart, a dry throat, a quiet mind, a hopeful prayer, and the realization that we are more than our appetites. So when the sun sinks below the horizon and someone lifts a simple glass of water, it is not just hydration, it is victory over impulse, over comfort, over the illusion that we cannot live without constant satisfaction. It is a reminder that strength is not always loud. Sometimes it is silent, patient, invisible. Because the story of Ramadan is not really about food or thirst. It's about discipline and mercy, weakness and resilience, isolation and community, loss and renewal. It's about the human ability to pause, to reflect, to begin again. Because the story of Ramadan is also the story of us.